Yes, 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 yes. We are here at the Quality Time Network. Let me just square myself up real quick. Alrighty. You know how we give it up. Welcome back to another day in the old jazz era. I'm your host with the most boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I'm doing pretty good, but are you doing good though? I'm doing good today. We are here at Hip Hop Rookie of the Year as we are every Tuesday. And before we get into this week's ladder, we have to break down the criteria. Okay. So, first off, well produced and engineered music. All right, as well as signed or unsigned. Okay. Interviews, tours, social media presence. Okay, cosigns, engagement, bodies of work, analytical results, YouTube views, magnitude of notable songs, as well as platforms featured on. Okay, what's going on, Ocean Walls? We just broke down the criteria real quick before we get into our singular honorable mention. We don't have too many honorable mentions this week, to be honest with you. Okay, but we're gonna spend more time on the ladder this week. All right, we're gonna dive into the ladder and get into the nooks and crannies of the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year ladder. All right. So our singular honorable mention comes in the form of Quavo's girlfriend, Saweetie. Right now, I probably should not have introduced her as Quavo's girlfriend, because she is on the Billboard now. I should put some respect on her name. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely take that back. Saweetie, Billboard artist, Billboard artist, Saweetie, is my honorable mention today. Okay, her song is number 27 on Billboard. Damn, that's crazy. 27 on Billboard. She kind of came out of nowhere. Honestly, like the fact that my type, yeah, it has a catchy ring to it. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense as to, rich, 8 figures. That's my type. You know what I'm saying? That is my type. And if you got it, and Saweetie wants it. But I will give it up to her. Billboard artist number 27. Let's see if the song can continue to rise up. It was on an upward tick for quite some time. But now she's on Billboard, and we'll see if she can make the ladder. You know what I'm saying? And break out of that Quavo's girlfriend's shell. Like the same shell that Coi Leray somehow found herself in after being Coi Leray for quite some time. Coi was Coi, and then she became Trippie Redd's girlfriend, which is just like what. But Trippie Redd's obviously the big artist. So, but Coi, I was listening to Coi Leray for a while. I love Coi Leray. Yeah, her tape was fire even before this recent tape. The one before that, it was super hot fire. You know what I'm saying? And that was the right number. For all my people that know that meme. But I think Saweetie deserves to be referred to in her own light after being on Billboard. But that is my singular honorable mention this week. All right. So we're going to just dive right into the ladder and get into the nitty gritty, into the grit and grind of the ladder this week. Okay. Because they have a little bit of change, not too much change, but a little bit of change indeed that needs to be mentioned, talked about, and dived into. Okay. So let's bust it down from top to bottom on your head top. Okay. We have Lil Nas X. We have DaBaby. We have Megan Thee Stallion. Right? We have Lil Tecca. MLE Chopper. All right, as well as Blueface, Baby. Yeah, aight. Okay. Let's start from bottom to top. All right. Now, Blueface, Baby. Scoop. Hide the wet sign just to catch him slipping. Blueface, Baby. At number 6. He is really, may not be the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year at this point, but he definitely is the City Boys Rookie of the Year. Okay, we have to give it up to him. Like, we have to give it up for the fact that he is the City Boys Rookie of the Year. You can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at the City Boys Rookie of the Year, Blueface, Baby. The man has 2 girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? You know how Kevin Gates has 2 phones? Blueface has 2 girlfriends, okay? And my son Big Pippin out here. Cat Williams in real life at the end of the day. So like, you know, and he turned the situation with his mom and sister into a video with Offset called Bust Down. 8 mil views plus, you know what I'm saying? They're limited. So he's definitely capitalizing on situations, and he knows even if it's the same type of beat and bop, that he's good at it. So he ain't mad. He don't really care if you care. He's gonna do what he's gonna do regardless. That's just what it is. That's Blueface for you. You know what I'm saying? That's Mr. Blueface on your head top for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm still waiting on Drake first to come in. That's me. It seems like we're more likely to get a Roddy Ricch verse than we are to get a Blueface verse, to be honest. And like, which is crazy because we all started the year thinking that we were gonna get a Blueface verse. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? The real Mo Akbar. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, but you know, I really thought we were going to get a Blueface and Drake verse, but it seems like that's not going to happen. And Roddy came from a meeting with Drake, and I feel like Roddy probably deserves to be back on this list. I didn't put him on, but I'm gonna just slip him in there as honorable mention as well, because he's definitely been putting in some work in. You know, we might have to see him back on the ladder next week. Definitely might have to see him back on the ladder. If Blueface continues to plummet, I might have to put Roddy Ricch back on the ladder, because, you know, Ballin', when you're outside, you hear Ballin' by DJ Mustard a lot, and people in LA are saying that Ballin' is taking over LA right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to keep him off the list. And I love Roddy. At the end of the day, it's not a vendetta against Roddy Ricch. You know, I love me some Roddy Ricch at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Ballin' has been taking over. So, you know, Blueface still putting in his work, though. He still has a Billboard hit, Daddy, Where's the Kid? I don't know if I would say hit, but he still has a Billboard hit right now. Yeah, I don't know if I can say hit, and I still say hit, but has a Billboard track, Where's the Kid? So still have to give him his credit for that. And he is City Boys Rookie of the Year right now. The man has 2 girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? He's Academics' favorite person right now, because Blueface is giving up content. This is what he's doing. Blueface is giving up the content to whoever is willing to accept the content. All right, so Blueface at number 6, I think it's justified, but Roddy Ricch could have been there. Polo G could have been there. Those City Girls could have been there. You know, but I feel like if there's going to be a person representing the sound of ratchet rap, I have to give it to Meg Thee Stallion. Similar type of topic matter, and I think Meg is smoking it way better. Like, everyone here has a different element of music and hip hop that they bring to the table. City Girls, I think, well, one City Girl, Young Miami, really brings the same thing that Meg Thee Stallion brings, but more twerking, and Meg Thee Stallion is doing it better. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion has 2 Billboard tracks, one of them with the baby 100%, but still 29 on Billboard, still has Big Old Freak at 42. So you have to give her the credit, truly. And she's kind of doing what City Girls are trying to do, but better, because she's by herself, and she's, well, you know, City Girls, there's no flack that, or shot that there's 2 of them at the end of the day, but, you know, Meg Thee Stallion is doing it better. So Meg Thee Stallion is currently number 3 on the list, but City Girls definitely could have been a 6. So could have done it for Vegas. So could have DDG. You know, I would always talk about DDG because the man led the XXL freshman in views for the submissions. But he even knew he was going to make it. But if it was straight off views, the man would be a freshman. My question too is, are we considering Comethazine a rookie? Because I'm really not. XXL freshman list is, but like, I'm not really considering him a freshman. Rico Nasty also could have been considered here. You know, she has a lot of synchronization, analytics, and money coming her way for being on NBA Live. All right, those royalties, checks going to come in. All right, she's probably got the XXL, the freestyle. I consider her a rookie, but do I consider Comethazine a rookie? Because Walk has been lit for a minute, but we did just get Walk and A$AP Rocky this year, so. You know, that is something to think about. If we're considering Comethazine a rookie, then he might also be in the running for this. But I think that Comethazine's at a point now where we don't have to consider him a rookie. In the same way, I don't consider YB and Cordae a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're now getting on freshman list doesn't mean I consider them a rookie. Like the same way that you don't consider Gunna a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think I would consider Comethazine to be a rookie, but that's definitely something I will think about as well. But Blueface Baby is at number 6 for the time being. The week goes. week by week, and this is the letter up until this point. All right, so we have NLE Chopper at number 5. All right, Mr. NLE. All right, what's going on, Jesus? All right, we're talking about Mr. Ooh. Excuse me. We're talking about Mr. NLE Chopper. All right, No Love Entertainment. The man just signed to Warner Music. All right, for being a person that was independent for so long, he has now signed probably for more than $3 million. Or probably for more than $3 million, because that's what he turned down in the first place, to remain independent and sign a distribution deal with United Masters. And the thing is about the 16-year-old, he's been able to do it his way, and no one has been able to tell him what to do and how to do it. And I respect that. He does things his way, and that's how I do my things. People can try to tell me what to do, but I'm going to do it however I feel like doing it. And that's what Chopper did. He saw these $3 million, and he said, well, I can keep my music. I can keep the rights to my music and still put out music whenever I want to and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for a 16-year-old to understand all that, that's just crazy. And we actually have 2 very young people on this ladder this week, and that's pretty awesome, honestly. But Lord says, yo, I peeped Lil Tecca, bro. He's actually dope. Lil Tecca is fire. All right, and I want to be that guy, but, you know, I'm that guy a lot of times when it comes to these artists that start to blow up, because, you know, I be in tune. I be in tune with what's going on, and I was very in tune with Tecca for quite some time. I won't say I met him, but my friend actually met him. A couple of my friends actually met him because he's around Soho a lot, and I'm around Soho a lot. I just haven't gotten to see him yet, but, you know, he'd be on, I hang around Mercer Street and I shoot a lot of different types of episodes for different types of shows, different companies on Mercer Street. And I was out there and left one day, and Tecca actually pulled up afterwards. But, you know, the man be shopping. He's 16-year-old. He lives in Long Island, I think. So the man be out in the city sometimes. But, you know, Tecca is fire. Did It Again was one of the songs that put me onto him, as well as Molly Girl and Memories in My Head with Luca Cash, and I believe Don Q's on that as well. You have Lord also saying, and Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack got the fire freestyle. Also, are we considering her a freshman? I don't think I'm going to consider her a freshman, because she is Grammy nominated. Once you're Grammy nominated, it's like, I don't know if I consider you a freshman. You know what I'm saying? You've done too much to this point where it's like, you're in a different category. Even though she's not being given the same respect, she's definitely in a different category than a freshman. When you're Grammy nominated, it's different. It's a different type of timing at this point. Like, it's different. Yeah. And that also is crazy. I was talking to my friend today about that. You know, it's like, Jermaine Dupri was like, all these female rappers rap about the same stuff, stripper rap. And I have to defend what he said, because I like playing devil's advocate. And, you know, the immediate response is going to be, oh, there's a bunch of rappers that don't just rap about that. You know, Doja Cat got tight and was like, oh, I rap about real stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, like, we're talking about super mainstream rap. Look at the females on Billboard. You have Nicki Minaj, you have Megan Thee Stallion, you have City Girls, you have a couple others. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are stripper rappers. And you have Lizzo, who's not even a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she doesn't really even count this conversation. But, you know, Tierra Whack's obviously fire, Grammy nominated. Rhapsody, obviously fire. You know what I'm saying? But look at the Saweetie. Look at the people actually on Billboard. They're rich, 8 figures. That's my type. Look at Cash-ish. You know what I'm saying? He trying to eat my coochie to kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, act up, you can get slapped up. Like, it is stripper rap. It is. Press. Cardi don't need more press. She starts talking about people sucking a body part that she don't have. You know what I'm saying? It is stripper rap. But Deem says, nah, she's definitely not. She's just getting clout now. And that's a fact. Just because you're starting to get clout now does not automatically mean you're a rookie. However, I do take that into account, because it's like, the baby is not a rookie at the end of the day. But this is his rookie year of exploding. You feel me? This is his first year. He just got signed. So at the beginning of the year, and once he got signed, it took off. So I would consider him a rookie, even though he's not a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like Blank Blank was a very dope album that did well. Like, he's been putting up millions of views before he got signed. It's just that when you get signed, it puts you in a different category and it puts you in front of a different audience. But Deem also says, so is dudes rapping about the beef stripper rap? It just might be. we got to also consider what we consider stripper rap at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say a dude rapping about slanging iron from what's between the zipper I'll fuck a stripper rap. You know what I'm saying? The same way that a female rapping about someone about to eat the coochie, like it's the kitchen. You know, I consider that stripper rap. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but we're talking about super mainstream stuff. At the end of the day, we're talking about super mainstream stuff, and super mainstream stuff is stripper rap. Although there's the Rhapsodies of the world, there are the terrorists of the world that really rap. You know, Rico Nasty is different too. She really raps. She's kind of off balance sometimes, but you know, she really does rap, right? What's going on? Rio Liam 124. We're talking about females rapping, and Tremaine Dupree's a testimony that a lot of the females right now only rap like they're strippers, and they just made it to the street, so they're gonna tell their stripper experiences. Okay, and like, there's some rappers I can't listen to at the end of the day. You know, so listen, like I didn't hear Megatron until I was in the lounge the other day when it came on. I stayed away from it. I'm not the biggest Nicki fan because of the fact that she lost her delivery to dudes. You know, she lost her heterosexual male delivery, whereas Cardi B has that and has always had that, to where like a male can still say the same lyrics, doesn't have to bleep out anything. If you wanted to, you know, it may be an Ayo for you. You might want to say it, but at the end of the day, you could say it because she's saying it like a very aggressive male. Like she's saying it like a dyke. She's saying it like a very aggressive dyke. So like, you know, dykes are the closest thing dudes in female gender. So, you know, you're able to say it. Whereas Nicki Minaj is saying it more like centrally, and it's like, I'm not trying to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? This is just real life stuff. DM also says, and then there's Kia. Kia is also fire. Kia is also fire. There's Cody Shane is also fire. I like me some Cody Shane. Cody Shane is also dope. She's been trying to get on Double XL freshman list for quite some time, but you know, her clout's not up there yet. So it's just, it is what it is. But even then, it's like, just because your clout is up there doesn't mean you're even gonna get on the list, because DDG, his clout's up there, super up there, but his music clout's not up there yet. You know, he actually said on the video that even if he got super big and Double XL offered him a spot, he would accept it and not decline it like a Juice WRLD and a Lil Baby. I assume that he was offered and declined. It's like they're on a. DJ Khaled put Lil Baby on his album. When you're on a DJ Khaled album, you're a certified mainstream star, because DJ Khaled's going to make you have a mainstream song. Because he knows the mainstream formula. He knows it. So once you're on this album, it's certified that you're mainstream. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Gunna took the spot, even though he probably could have denied it. You know, what's going on, Cece? Happy birthday to you. You know, Gunna took the spot, even though he could have turned down the spot, because he said he's at a point in his life, you know, he's working with Young Thug, Drake, you know, a bunch of others in the game. He doesn't need a Double XL freshman list spot. And he's at a point where Drip Too Hard crossed genders, races. He doesn't need somebody to validate him on a different audience. I feel like everyone's going to know these people, or Gunna's music rather, from what he's done so far. Like, he's put in his work. And, you know, his collaborations with Lil Baby has allowed him to stretch from whites to Indians to blacks to Hispanics, you know, all over the world. I'm saying all over the damn world, country, and this United States of America. And beyond, honestly. He probably has a lot of overseas fans as well. So he probably didn't need to take it, but I respect him for taking it. But let's get back into the list itself. We have Mr. Emily Chab, who signed to WMG Warner Music Group. And I assume it was probably for more than $3 million. It had to be more than $3 million. Because that's what he was leaving on the table at the beginning, to keep his masters. The thing is, his contract with WMG Warner Music Group keeps his masters, and he can do whatever he wants with NLE, because Chop is trying to take NLE and turn it into a whole big brand, and he's able to do that. He keeps his rights to that. And, you know, he's been performing sold-out shows, sold-out dates, performing sold-out shows, and he's a 16-year-old. It's crazy, but the smarts of this kid, and it's pretty awesome to see that he was able to sign for probably more money. I'm assuming this was probably in the 7-8 million range, maybe more. And he keeps his masters, and he keeps his brand name that he can build off of. That's, what more can you want? What more can you ask for, though? You put out the music you want, you own it. You know, like, what more can you really ask for at the end of the day? Well, I know what I can ask for, and I want a project. That's why the man has been on and off the list, because I want a project at the end of the day. Projects are, Pop Smoke is about to put out a project this month. His song just took off. Y'all gonna let Pop Smoke put out a project? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Tecca. Tecca's gonna let Pop Smoke put out a project. I'm looking at you, Chopper. You're gonna let Pop Smoke put out a project. I'm looking at you, Blueface. You're gonna let Pop Smoke put out a project. I'm looking at you, Roddy Rich. I'm looking at you. A lot of damn people. You're gonna let Pop Smoke put out a project, and you not put out a project. Pop Smoke, Welcome to the Party just started getting lit. It's been lit for a little minute, but now it's like super popping to where everyone has heard Welcome to the Party. I feel like Welcome to the Party is going to be used a lot in these Brooklyn Nets intros, and it's going to be used a lot in the arena. Royalties is about to clock in. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And he's about to get these royalties popping. You know what I'm saying? But he knows what to capitalize. He had a popping song. He's like, I bet, throw it again. You know what I'm saying? He really only has like 2 videos with $1 million plus. You know, and he had Meet the Woo, which had $1 million before Welcome to the Party even had $1 million. But he's about to take over Brooklyn this year. We have Katie, Kyrie. He's about to take over Brooklyn. And he knows to put his foot on their temples, their necks, their ears, and whatever. All right, but Deem says, Pop Smoke going for their necks, applying pressure. He definitely is, and that's what she's been doing. All right, I'm surprised not on Billboard yet, but I think it might end up hitting Billboard relatively soon, to be honest and quite frank with you. But outside of MLB, we have Lil Tecca at number 4. I got black, I got white, what you want? How about that goes and hop up in a fan on? You know what I'm saying? I got a pack, hit it and did it again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bump these songs, bro. I swear I got a lot of memories in my head that I can't see without you. Yo, bump these songs, bro. The man has heat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big Ten and Molly, bro. Bump these songs, bro. Bump these songs. Stay in the loop. Stay in the loop, please. Please do. Fire songs. Doesn't just have Ransom, but Ransom is 11 on the Billboard. Imagine being 16, and you have a Billboard track at number 11. Like, what? He's up there. Let me tell you the other people around him right now, bro. Ransom. Okay. It's 1 below Pop Out, 1 above Panini, and 2 above The London, 3 above Act Up, 4 above Middle Child, 5 above Shot of Flow. All right, like these are ridiculous names. Imagine he gets in the top 10. He's in the top 10 with 2 Post Malone songs, The Baby at 6, a Drake song, 2 Drake songs basically because no guidance is there. Lizzo, Khalid, Talk has been in the top 3 probably for as long as I can imagine. Post Malone has 3 songs in the top 10 actually, and you also have Mr. Internet himself, Lil Nas X. Like that's some crap to be featured with. Like all those names, and you have 16-year-old Queen/Long Island kid Lil Tecca in the discussion. The man is number 11 with Ransom. Everyone knows the song. It's easy listening to. It's a little monotone. I got black, I got white, what you want? How about that? That goes on up in a fan. You know, it's just a fire tune. It's really fire. It is a super fire tune. All right. But before we get into the next 3, I actually want to share with you guys a little anecdote today. Okay. So today, I was in Soho. You know, I'm in Soho a lot. And I was about to start shooting an interview show. And Maxwell Cream comes out of Nike. Rapper Maxwell Cream has on a chain. Right. I'm still setting up my equipment though. Right. And I see him. Now, mind you, I can't name one Maxwell Cream song off the top of my head. But I obviously know he makes music. I obviously know who Maxwell Cream is. But, and also, well, I don't know about obviously, because I saw him and I was like, yo, that looks like Maxwell Cream. But I didn't, you know, I'm not a fiend either. You know? And in fact, when I said, oh, I think that's Maxwell Cream, and I couldn't think of a song, I'm not finna go talk to him because it's like, that's mad disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? But a couple other people that I knew saw him, got a picture, blah, blah, blah. I just want to tell you guys, don't be a goofy. All right. I think this is the lesson I want to share with you guys. Don't be a groupie. Okay. If you don't know somebody's music and you just know who they are, and you have no other reason to meet this man other than taking a picture, please don't be a groupie. And it's not any specific type of shots because, you know, even if the people that I know do this, other people around the world do this. And I just want to make a blanket statement. Don't be a groupie. Okay. It's not cute. It's not cute, but either way, yeah, Master Kim was there. Yeah, literally on this block and saw there'd be a lot of people. Like Kevin Gates was there the other day, Lil Tecca, A$AP Ferg, Master Cream. There's a lot of people that be in this area, but at the end of the day, Lil Tecca was also there, and he is 11th on the Billboard Top 100. So please, if you're listening to this, I need you to go listen to Did It Again, Molly Girl, and Memories in My Head, where Tecca does the hook. Okay, they are great songs. Great songs. Outside of also his Billboard hit, Ransom. Now, going to number 3, we have Megan Thee Stallion, who I said was basically taking on super rap in the same category that you put City Girls in. And Megan Thee Stallion also had a Hype Williams documentary called Fever on the way. And it's on the way. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, to get something with Hype Williams, that's pretty damn dope. That is quite a collab. I'll tell you that much. Hype Williams is a great director. That is quite the collab, right? I also started doing a photo shoot with Drea Michelle herself, right? So Megan Thee Stallion is out here showing off her stuff. Okay, she's out here showing off her stuff. But to clarify, Hype Williams is going to be directing this project. It's going to be a film called Fever, the movie, with 2 E's to represent the Stallion. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion taking over the damn world, honestly. She got Hot Girl Summer taking over the world, and City Girl Summer. But I think Hot Girl Summer it's been, more of a said thing. It's just crazy. It's not. It's a real life summer movement. It's a real life summer movement representing, just embodying what you want your summer to be. And whether it's sitting on Schmeat and going to parties and getting lit and getting drunk, I mean, it's kind of what it embodies. You're just doing you, doing you to the ultimate fullest. And she got boys doing it, calling it Hot Boy Summer. Got tallies going back and forth. Like, Meg Thee Stallion is taking over the world, and she's doing it better than City Girls, honestly. And this is not. I'm not saying it's competition, because it doesn't always have to be a competition. But with the latter, somebody got to win. So it is a competition. But Meg Thee Stallion is out here working. She has 2 Billboard hits now. Cash-ish with the baby, and Fever, or the song off of Fever. Oh no, it wasn't on Fever. Cash-ish was on Fever. And Tina Snow had the song Big Old Freak, which is also on Billboard at number 42. All right, so Megan Thee Stallion is out here working with companies, so we gotta give her respect, okay? Megan Thee Stallion has people in these Stallion parties, and they out here having themselves a blast, okay? I need either a Nicki and a Meg collab or a Cardi and a Meg collab. Probably going to see Cardi and Meg first, though. That's my prediction. You know what I'm saying? If she was on the Talk remix, like Meg, whose artist is that? Whose artist is this? Oh, it's some like other company, but fine, Meg. They got one. they definitely got one. They sure that. But we haven't seen like the top female. Like, now she's a mainstream top female at this point. We haven't seen the top females collab until it hasn't happened over the last like 5 to 6 years. Nicki don't mess with nobody, and Cardi didn't mess with Nicki, and I don't know if Meg has any issues with them. Hopefully she doesn't, but we haven't seen any features yet. That'd be dope if we do. We need that, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I need that. Honestly, but like in terms of topic matter, because Meg doesn't say things as too, she doesn't say things aggressive enough. But she's honestly, Meg Thee Stallion's like a middle ground between the aggression and the sensualness that Nicki and Cardi brings. Like, she's in the middle of both of those, which is pretty awesome. She definitely sets them to a certain kind of delivery. Like, you question if you'll still say it. You know what I'm saying? You question if you'll still say what she's saying. I feel like any dude, and I know dudes can relate to this. You could say whatever Cardi is saying, but you're not trying to say whatever Nicki's saying. It's just delivery. The delivery is different, bro. This is just real life. This is real life that I'm speaking right now at the end of the day. But I think Meg also said that's not even her full project. Like, Fever's not even what she would consider a project. It's a little tape. So that's not even the real album that we're gonna get. And at the end of the day, albums now is just whatever an artist wants to be their album. If they want to call it a tape, even if it's past the limit of what a TEA would consider. I believe the TEA considers 12 12 songs or 7, something like that, an album. I gotta double check that, but you know, even if it surpasses that, artists now are just like, no, it's just a project. It's not an album yet. Because albums, you know, you gotta think about sequencing and chronological order and make sure things are way more crisper on an album cut or an album release and songs that you're gonna put on the actual finished album rather than a project or tape. You might just be like, oh, all right, just throw it in there. They gotta hear this one. You know, they gotta hear this one. But that is Megan Thee Stallion at 3, and we're gonna be going into DaBaby, who was number 1 for quite some time. DaBaby was going baby on baby for hella long. Okay, I'm surprised Carpet Burn did not make it to the Billboard as well as Pony. I was riding for Pony for hella long. Okay, I was really riding for Carpet Burn. Deem says in the comments, I think it's the amount of time. I also saw that as well. Demo EPLP, that is also a large factual. The rest of DaBaby, to me, is running the USA. He's running the USA. You know, Suge. Whenever Suge comes on, you know, you gotta, you know, put the car in brake. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You gotta park it up, put the car in brake. But you know, Suge is still a slapper, and a lot of songs on. I say all the time, any song on Baby on Baby could have did what Suge did. Best Friend, Pony, Carpet Burn, any. It's just that Suge took off first, and the video was fire for Suge at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Walker Texas Ranger is on it too, or is it on Blank Blank? It might be on Blank Blank, but any song on Baby on Baby, Going Baby, got Babysitter, Offset. Like I feel like any song there could have went stupid the way that Suge went, you know. But I think that DaBaby's taking over the USA, whereas Lil Nas X is taking over the world, you know. But the thing is too, though, I was doing some interviews today, right, and I was talking to this female, and I said Lil Nas X. I said we're doing some questions on Lil Nas X, and she was like, "Who?" And I was like, "I'm gonna take my horse." And she was like, "Oh yeah." So there is a population of people though that only know Lil Nas X by the song, and they don't even it doesn't click immediately who they are until you say Old Town Road. Because then they might know the artist, but even then they'll know the song before the artist, which to me is crazy. Because I thought at this point a lot of people know Lil Nas X, but it probably is very feasible that people don't know what Lil Nas X even looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible because he's not even really in a lot of large publications or blogs or. You know, I'm utterly surprised. The man came out as gay, and Breakfast Club didn't handle that. Like, because they're thirsty, bro. They're thirsty for any story, bro. You see how quick they jumped on Soulja Boy, bro. See how quick they jump on 6ix9ine. You see how quick they jumped on Blueface. Like, they jump for moments, bro. You saw how quick they jumped for Ray J. Like, they jump for moments. I'm super surprised that when Lil Nas X came out as gay, the Breakfast Club didn't do anything with that. You know what I'm saying? He went on BBC, talked about it. It was just crazy like that. Breakfast Club is a place for moments, and you don't bring Lil Nas X. I'm confused. The man has been number 1 15 weeks, and he doesn't get invited to Breakfast Club. Or really anything, bro. I haven't seen him on Everyday Struggle. I haven't seen him. Nothing. Like, and it's like, you know, he's signed to Columbia, and Lil Nas X doesn't even really do press like that. Like, I'm really confused. And Columbia is popular right now, though. They got Lil Nas X, and they got Polo G, both doing work right now. Polo G was on the rookie ladder last week, but he's not on it this week. You know, week does change. Ladder just changed week by week, so he could be on it next week. But Columbia has 2 big ones. They have 2 big ones with Nas and Polo G right now. Okay, but it's crazy. The fact that Breakfast Club, what's going on? Shazia Loving. The fact that Breakfast Club really did not handle that, and the man came out as gay, it blows my mind because they're always super thirsty. Young Thug's actually talking to Adam 22 from No Jumper, and he said that he shouldn't have came out. That Lil Nas X shouldn't have came out, and Adam 22 also was saying a lot of people deem him to be gay because of the way he dresses. This is talking about Young Thug, deem him to be gay because of the way that he dresses. You know, he has a girlfriend, blah blah. Young Thug was like, "Oh, he shouldn't have came out because like people now are gonna associate Old Town Road in a different manner." You know, but he also commended Lil Nas X for doing it the way he wanted to do it and taking control of his life at the end of the day. And it's like, I feel like that was a low-key Thug saying, like, I'm gay, but I'm not going to come out as gay because people are going to take all my songs the wrong way. That's, if I wanted to, like, do a Uber breakdown on, like, because people say things, but a lot of times there's a second meaning that they're not just going to put in your face because, you know, that's just not the way this industry works. Somebody could say something to you and they mean a completely different thing, or they will actually say a different thing, or they, you know, they thought a different thing, but they just told you one thing. That's just how the industry works, and you have to just accept it at the end of it. You know, it's crazy how the way he said it. I feel like the man is gay, but you know, he doesn't want people to clown him or mistake anything he said in any song before. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is, because I feel like you don't give advice like that to a person that comes out as gay. Like, that person wants to come out as gay. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's going on? We're just talking about how Young Thug said that Lil Nas X shouldn't have came out as gay because, you know, that people are going to be like, oh, what were you actually riding? Was it a horse or was it a horse? You know what I'm saying? But Young Thug also did commend him for doing it at a certain time period and you know, doing it on his own terms. But I also commend him for that at the end of the day, because he chose his path the same way that I commend Emily Chopper for choosing his path and turning down the $3 million deal to now where he has a record deal probably for way more than $3 million, because he decided to believe in himself. Okay, he decided to believe in himself. But going back to the original topic of DaBaby being number 2, after being number 1, probably the same amount of weeks that Lil Nas X was number 1 for Old Town Road, and it's still going. That's why I believe that Lil Nas X is taking over the world. Okay, he has a presence in London now. The man has a 2 remixes with Mason Ramsey. Okay, the Food Wizard, the Food Simon Cowell. He's Food's Simon Cowell. Okay, he got him on the song. Like, Lil Nas is just taking over the world, bro. Like, what more can you say, bro? Like, he got Mason Ramsey on a song, bro. Like, are we not appreciating? The man does not rap. He got Mason Ramsey on a song, bro. Like, the man has 12 remixes to this one song. Like, I don't get it. He's milking it crazy, and it's hilarious. He's learned how to work his platform. He's learned how to use Instagram way more efficiently than a lot of other artists do. A lot of artists really keep to just these videos, trailers, pictures, fit pics on their Instagram. But Lil Nas X has figured out a way to make his music be taken seriously and also be a meme on Twitter and Instagram. He just gets it. Lil Nas X just gets it, bro. His song broke out on TikTok. It didn't break out on Instagram. It got to Instagram from TikTok. He just forced it in people's faces on the internet. And the internet is a whole different world, as people need to remember. The internet is not real life, bro. It's a whole different virtual world that you have to realize that you can manipulate the same way that Lil Nas X manipulated it. Because he just forced it in front of people's faces at the end of the day. And like, a lot of these artists start like this. Like the other day I saw that Chopper was one of those people that be in people's comments saying, yo, bump my music, you won't regret it, I swear. Like, he's one of those. So just because this is what it is, bro. This is the game. You just gotta force your stuff in people's faces. I'm sure Lil Nas X probably did a lot of that. They just might not have the proof. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. DaBaby taking over the USA. Lil Nas X taking over the world, in my humble opinion. You know, DaBaby, any song could have went Billboard, but Suge is doing what he's doing at number 6. He's going baby on baby. And you can't stop him. You can't stop him from going baby on baby. But I also enjoyed Baby's XXL freestyle. Pretty dope. It was pretty dope indeed. Okay. And you got to give it up for DaBaby. When the spotlight was on him, signed with Interscope, it just took him off, bro. It really just took him off. You know, but Baby is out here working, and he's farming an artist at the same time while growing his own platform. That's very difficult, to be growing your artist at the same time that he's growing himself, because like, he can still reach higher heights. And while he's been reaching these heights, his artist Stunner for Vegas has also been working. His album had a lot of features on it. Dirk was on it. Chopper was on it. Like, it has a lot of features on it. DaBaby was on it. And DaBaby helped, I'm sure, helped get those relationships and whatnot. it's an interesting thing, bro. The fact that he can grow himself and grow an artist at the same time is very difficult. It's 100% difficult, but he's doing it. He's making it work. But we're kind of just gonna go back and forth from Nas and the Baby with this 1 and 2 combo. But Lil Nas X just put out an Area 51 remix too, and he's taking advantage of the times. Like, how can you be mad at this kid, bro? Like, I can't be. He manipulates the system and marketing in a way that no one has done yet. And if you're mad, that means that you wish you did it. that's how I see it, bro. If you're mad, you wish you did it, and you didn't do it, so you're mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people should be taking advantage of things that happen in the moment. And the fact that they created this whole cartoon of Area 51. Area 51 thing's probably been going on for like a week now, maybe less. And him and his team capitalized. We got the Third remix. We got the they trying to put Beyonce on it, or Meg Thee Stallion. He trying to put Meg Thee Stallion on it, which makes sense. Meg Thee Stallion wears a lot of she's from Houston. She's from Houston, and she wears a lot of cowboy hats as well. So, and she performed to Jimmy Fallon. Man, these artists, it's been great to watch them grow. So now I feel like I've actually grown with them because the files are here. Like, we have the files. Me doing this every week. We have the files. I've been telling y'all who's next up, who's rising up the ranks, and you're seeing it unfold to where, like, Lil Nas was sometimes on the chart, sometimes not on the chart. Meg was higher, lower, high, low. City Girls here, now she's there. Tecca started off as an honorable mention, and now he's 11th on Billboard. Like, I've allowed you guys and myself to grow with these artists, which is pretty awesome. I think that's a pretty dope thing. And I think that Lil Nas X at this point is running away with it. And I tried to fight it in the beginning because I'm a guy that's like, we have to see what's next. The same way that I love Roddy, but we have to see what was next. And he has yet to put up a Billboard hit. He has yet to do super big numbers. I'm surprised Ballin isn't on Billboard yet, honestly. Ballin is doing great, though. I think it will eventually reach there. They're taking over the streets. I hear Ballin all the time, probably more than I used to hear Die Young. But I feel like the marketing aspect of his music needs a lot of work, because there's no way every season should have did the way it did. It should have went super stupid, bro. Like, every season should have went stupid, bro. I'm sorry, but every season should have really did numbers, bro. I've been balling out every season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should have did stupid numbers. Out the Mud still gets played. It's understandable that they didn't do like crazy numbers, but bro, Ballin needs to do crazy numbers, and they need to not settle for anything less. Like, Ballin needs to do crazy numbers, bro. Like, Ballin is fire. Ballin is it's a Roddy song, bro. I love it. But I was thinking about it too. Like, I was thinking about, cause I make family trees on Instagram, where I recently did Chief Keef, and I'm thinking about doing Dirk next. Lil Durk has a lot of people in his tree, bro, and I would honestly say that. Well, and to not all right. I'm not talking about drill Dirk though. I'm talking about hood singing street soul. I'm gonna call it street soul. I like that. I'm gonna call it street soul. Dirk makes street soul music, okay, and I think he has a lot of people under him that have embodied that street soul. Now, you can hear a lot of Roddy's music sounds very Atlanta based, a lot of Future based. You can hear some Gucci in there. He has the Atlanta vibe, even though he's from LA. But I think he also is in that family tree. But you probably can put him in the Future family tree before you put him in the Dirk one. But with Dirk though, I think you put Young Boy in there, bro. I think you put Young Boy in there. And then under Young Boy, you gotta put OBNJ and Choppa. I think that's like two easy ones. But I think that Young Boy really did come from that Dirk tree, for real. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. As I think about it, Roddy is a lot more Atlanta than he is street soul, but he does have a lot of street soul in him. But yeah, that was the ladder this week. I'm just gonna chop it up with you guys until our time is kaput over here. I'm just run back the ladder. It's It's Blueface at 6, and only Choppa at 5. Lil Tecca at 4. Meg Thee Stallion at 3. The Baby at 2, and Lil Nas X at 1. Okay, we have Blueface. His Billboard track right now is Daddy. All right, and it makes sense for what's happening in his life right now. The man has 2 girlfriends, and they probably call him Daddy. Truly, probably call him Daddy. Probably basically call him Daddy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a lot of personality, bro. You know, D. Ray Davis, he has 2 girlfriends, and he says it's kind of dope because like if you don't feel like talking, they can talk to each other, which is pretty funny. I don't know. That's 2 mouths you gotta feed. That's 2 gifts you gotta get. Like it sounds dope in theory. But then that's 2 personalities. That's two whole people that live with you. Not even like you have to deal with these people at separate times. It's 2 whole people you have to deal with at the same exact time. They live in your crib. It doesn't make that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. It sounds dope in theory, but then it's like, wow, that's a lot of personality that I don't feel like dealing with. Truly. Yeah, he did it. He's City Boy Rookie of the Year right now. That's dubbed by academics. I'm not gonna say I'm giving him that title, but he is City Boy Rookie of the Year, dubbed by academics at this point in life. Okay, but we have Blueface Daddy on the Billboard. We have Shotta Flow, LA Choppa. He's actually dropping Shotta Flow 3 as well, and I think Lil Baby's trying to hop on it, but I think they already shot the video, so it might be too late. It might be too late for Mr. Lil Baby, but it's a kind of different take on the beat. It's not directly the same, just the same way that Shotta Flow isn't directly the same, but you can feel how it's still a Shotta Flow vibe, And I found out in the video snippet that LA Choppa is a Crip. Didn't know that. And we learn something new every day. We learn something new every damn day. It is what it is. Okay, so Meg Thee Stallion. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely honest. All right, I'm not saying I listen to all female rap, but there's some rap where it's too vulgar and wasn't meant for my ears. And that's a lot of Meg Thee Stallion's music. I'm not a hot girl, I'm not. It wasn't made for my ears. I'm not acknowledging that it's not a fire song, but it wasn't made for my ears, and I feel like I can acknowledge that, and it's okay. I feel like I can acknowledge that Meg Thee Stallion is not for me, but she does make good music. And when she freestyles, it's fire. When she freestyled, I think it's some London radio, and she smoked it, and I messed with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fire. I could bump that, but I don't think I can really bump anything from Fever other than Cashes, just because there's 2 sides. Juicy J has a song there too. It's pretty fire. There's a feature on Fever, but the Baby and Cashes is there's a little flip. It's the Baby has the male side, and then you have Meg with the female side. But excuse me. Yeah, you have Meg with Cashish. That's probably I like Cashish more than Big Old Freak, just because, like I just said, it was really made for me. Lil Tecca, Molly Girl. I feel like a lot of people don't know Molly Girl or Count Me Out. They might not know Did It Again either, because Did It Again is not on streaming. You have to listen to it on YouTube, which is probably some kind of beat issue for the fact that licensing issue for the fact that it's not on streaming. But Did It Again really should be on streaming 1,000%. It's just crazy too, because it's I can get these songs on my phone. It may not be the most admirable of ways, but I can get these songs on my phone despite them not being on streaming. But when they're on streaming, it just makes it so much easier. It's just it feeds my laziness. And I'm not a lazy dude, but when it comes to my music, I'm lazy. When it comes to my music, I want to just be able to click on Apple Music, add it to my playlist, or just to download it, or go to Spotify, add it to my playlist, download it. I want to be able to do it relatively easily. With YouTube, I can watch the video, but then it's I gotta go my maybe non-admirable ways if I want to get the song on my actual phone. But Did It Again is probably I like Did It Again more than Ransom, but or maybe they're kind of neck and neck. They're both fire songs, really, definitely for real. But like I said, I want to reiterate this: don't be a groupie. Don't be a groupie. It's not cute. I feel like you lose your. I won't say this. That's what I mean. But it's like, don't be a groupie. It's not cute. It's really not cute. It's really not cute. It's like, if you believe that a person won't be able to pick you out of a lineup, that means that they don't know you. That's not your man's. So don't be a groupie, because that person, after those 3, 4, 5 seconds, is not going to remember your face and not going to remember your name. Maybe if y'all chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? You catch the picture, and it's like, yo, this means something now. Maybe if he sees you again, y'all will be able to interact, and he'll be like, oh, remember when we talked this one day, and then y'all caught the picture, and maybe he'll remember. That's how it be with me sometimes. I'll forget people, but if we have something that we shared, then cool. But if you just say, yo, can I cop a picture of your Lil Tecca, your Maxwell Cream, your Kevin Gates, can I just cop a picture? You know, that person is not going to give a damn about you. You know, not going to give a flying damn. But yeah, that's just me. I don't want to be a groupie. But if I genuinely mess with you, I would have been like, yo, it's good, bro. You know, I really mess with blah, 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 blah. You know, can I cop a pic? And, you know, that's if I really mess with you. Like I did that with Joey. I love me some Joey, some Joey badass. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw him. He literally pulled up on me right where we were standing. Came out the car. He was going to Stadium Goods, and you know, got the flick. Because I love me some Joey badass. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have all my interview set up, so I would have tried to get an interview. You know, he had minimal time, but hey, I shoot my shots. One thing people can never say about me is that I don't shoot my shots. If I feel an opportunity is present, I will shoot my shot. Yeah, I will, because I want some content. I am all for content. It's something like, bro, I don't even like going outside if I'm not getting content. That's just how I feel. I like content that much that if I feel like I'm going outside and I'm not about to get content, it's like I really even contemplate going outside. I'm like, is it really that serious? Do I really need to go outside? Like, I'm really not about to shoot every video. It's like I can't even get like a. I think, you know, I like me some content. But this is content in and of itself, and you can get paid to watch it if you watch it on QualityTimeNetwork.com. So stop playing, get you some tokens. All right, earn you some money by watching my face and the others' faces, because we are nice people, and we're saying enjoyable things for your ears to be listening to. So don't deprive your ears; they need some fire. All right, and I'm the extinguisher. You know, so. That is this week's ladder. I want to thank everyone who joined me for the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year ladder this week. I got some people who I think will be making the ladder next week, you know, depending how Rocky does this, or not Rocky, ASAP does this year. ASAP, I'm bugging. Roddy Rich, I don't know why that took me so long, but depending on how Roddy Rich does in the next week, Polo probably might get back up there, but Lil Tecca has been doing work, so I couldn't even, you know. He's also gone semi-viral on like hip hop blogs for him saying that the music industry is full of fake people, which is just like duh. I encountered that today though, which is just annoying. It's like people in this entertainment industry really are not humble, which is just crazy. At the end of the day, like if I didn't know who you were, I'm sure there's another person who's not going to know who you are. So you have to be humble. Maxwell Cream is Maxwell Cream, and you're not Beyonce. If Beyonce walked down a strip, everyone is going to be mouth watering. Oh my gosh, that's Beyonce. Maxwell Cream is Maxwell Cream. He's a dope individual. He has a lot of money, sure, but no one is like drooling at the neck because he's not walking down the block, and that's no disrespect to him. But it's like, you know, you gotta be humble, bro. Like really, you gotta be humble, bro. I experienced it today. I'm not gonna really go super into detail, but it's like, you know, be humble, don't be a groupie, and listen to "Did It Again" by Lil Tecca. Listen to "Memories in My Head" by I believe Blue Got Cash is definitely in it. Blue Got Cash, Lil Tecca. I feel like Don Q was in it too. It's just a fire song, so you need to go ahead and do your ears a favor and plug yourself in. All right, please plug yourself into this heat. because you need that. I know you do, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, I need some new music. It's like, but it's also understandable that there's so much new music. So you need a person like me to tell you what's fire and what's worth listening to. So make sure you come back every Tuesday so you can be tuned in and you can find out some new songs. I'm dropping gems out here, man. Catch the gems. Catch the gems. All right, now, this is Sonic. Catch the gems. I'm running to the side of the coins so you can catch them. I can just pick them all up myself, but I'm running to the side of the gems and the coins so you can catch the coins. Catch the coins. Earn you some tokens on QualityTimeNetwork.com. That's what you need to be doing. If you're not doing that, then clearly something's wrong with you, because you must not like money. All these people on this ladder, they have money. You must not like money. Blueface makes the same kind of songs because it makes him money. He says it's easy. Why don't you want money? Why don't you want to earn tokens watching this on QualityTimeNetwork.com? Go ahead and do that. All right, go ahead and do that. But Cashish is probably my favorite Meg Thee Stallion song. It really is. Cashish. I wasn't a super big old freak fan. I understood the impact on the female gender, And I feel like it's really dope though that females have songs now. Like they have songs where it's like they can really turn up to it. Where it's like it comes on, they're like, oh, because they really only had like Nicki that did that. But like there was like 2 or 3 Nicki verses that when they came on, all the females were like, ow, saying. But now they have like City Girls, they have Maggie, saying, they have My Type, Sweetie, they have some options, and I appreciate it. I think it's dope debate. I think this is a really good time in hip hop for females. Females taking over. But they do make sugar rap though, as Jermaine Dupri was saying. But because you got the rap cities that are unfortunately not going to be up there, as well as the Tierra Wax, just because I feel like the impact of their sexuality doesn't really reach. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me this week on Hip Hop Rookie of the Year. I'm Elajas, and you're watching Quality Time Network. Yes, 2.